What's good with you people? Louthewritersports back with you once again. Hope everybody's out there staying safe, taking care of themselves, basically living their lives. So, I want to talk about the debut of Trey Lance, the 49ers third pick in the 2020 draft. All right, this is my assessment of his debut. I didn't watch the whole game because I do not watch preseason games. I saw the highlights. The 80-yard bomb he threw to his wide receiver, that looked good. But he did have some receivers dropping balls, even though because he was trying to extend the play, he did not run that much or basically do what the 49ers hoping he would do. Like I think Cal Shanahan was kind of holding back on what senior Trey Lance do or something. Like I can't blame him. Like you don't want to show all your hitting cards when it comes to the preseason. But I think Trey Lance went out there not knowing, trying to get his feet adjusted with the game speed, and basically that's the type of performance you got. But But give it, I think if you give Trey Lance some time, he can be a good, decent starting quarterback. I think it's going to take some time for the 49ers to get him adjusted to the game, get him ready. And I think learning behind Jimmy G may be good for him. But the 49ers, it's going to take some time for the team to get acclimated because you still got guys coming back from injuries. You got Bosa coming back from injury. Basically, that whole defensive side are coming back from injury. But I believe the 49ers will be ready and adjusted. And I don't know how many snaps he gonna play next game, or how many snaps Jimmy G gonna play in this game. But whatever happens, I believe things will work out for Trey Lance and the 49ers. Now, even though I'm not watching preseason games right now, I am going to probably look at the highlights of his next game. I think they play on Tuesday, something like that. I like to see what he does in the next game, like because you really don't know what these guys can really do to they play against starting the real starters out there, the real starting defenses. Oh, come on. Why do I always start out like this? Make things always hard. But I like to talk about the other games too. Now, they said Matt Jones had a great game for the Patriots. And I said preseason game, you don't know how good these guys really are until you see them against real competition. And get real competition. Like right now, you're playing against the second and third string guys, and you don't know if they're gonna be doing that to get the first string guys. The guys who are getting paid right now. But you will see, I don't even know how many preseason games they're going to be having, 4 or 3. You will see in that third game, when the starters are playing all day on 30 minutes, how good certain teams are going to be. Because last year, you saw Buffalo Bills improve. That's how Josh Allen got his new deal. And right now, everybody waiting on seeing how much Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson still going with his dick going to be out. The Ravens waiting to see if he's still the quarterback or not. And this season for Lamar Jackson is pretty important. Okay. But I like to hear y'all what y'all think. Y'all think Trey Lance is ready to take over the 49ers, or does he need more work to polish his game? Because he's a rookie, and you know how the league is now. The rookie should be ready from day one to be part of the football team. And you still got Jimmy G there on contract. And you know if he's gonna stay healthy for a whole season, because the one time he did stay healthy for a whole season, he did lead the 49ers to a Super Bowl. But if he does stay healthy, basically if the whole 49 team stay healthy, can they make a Super Bowl run? Because that division, I'm afraid of Arizona. Like Seattle, I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid of Seattle. But Arizona, the weapon they got on the offensive end, whew. You got Hopkins. You got probably Davis still at your starting running back. It's afraid me what they can. What that team can really do on the offensive end. Yeah, the Rams may made some moves, but they lost their star running back for the season with Achilles injury. Let's pray that he. What up, Polo? So let me put that. Forward. What up, Tyree Love? So, Polo, what do you think about Trey Lance? Is he ready to take over? Polo, Tyree, what you? I know I don't know how much y'all football y'all watch, but what y'all think about Trey Lance? Is he ready to take over the 49ers starting quarterback position? Or he still need a little bit more work? Yeah, I don't watch preseason games, but I did see the highlights. He had one great play for that 80-yard bomb, and he did take 4 sacks, and he did have like 4 balls dropped from his receivers. Yeah, the real question is the NFL ready to come back ready to play like it used to be? Because last year was kind of messed up. Like you had teams make a deep playoff run, you expect to make deep playoff runs. Like I know Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl, but and Kansas City was there too. But really, everybody, uh, his first game for a rookie, he looked okay. He looked okay, like my vantage point, but it's gonna take some time for him to get his feet wet. Because I thought salute, salute Darius, salute Lance Stark, Outlaw, Pig in Cass. Oh, I don't know where this thing comes from. I think that's the plan. They're gonna probably have him sit for a year, but he is gonna be playing some games where come in on special plays. Like they still got Jimmy G. They still got Jimmy G on the roster. Like I don't know if it's gonna be his last year with the 49ers or what, because he is injury prone, and the one good healthy year he did play for the 49ers, he did lead them to the Super Bowl. But we gotta see when the season starts. Okay. Well, if y'all want to hop in and tell me what y'all think, man, y'all can do that. we was on Polo Channel. They was having an argument about the whole Josh Allen getting paid. Like some people agreed that they paid him too soon. Other people agreed, said they said wait for a year to see if he's gonna make another run to see if he can make another deep playoff run. So yeah, I'll burn that motherfucker. That's the one thing I don't know about. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game started up, so I don't know if Jimmy G played or not. So, but I believe he's gonna probably end up playing the second game. But I don't know, like I don't know how many snaps Jimmy G gonna get in the next game, or is Trey Lance gonna take most of the snaps? Because I may have to watch this second preseason game just to get a real amount to see how good Trey Lance can really be in that 49 offense. Because the offense, that second, third team offensive line who block for him, then give him at least some time in the pocket to see what he can really do. I think the second game is on Thursday. Yeah, I gotta hold up. I gotta look that up. Let me look it up real quick. The second game is on. It's on preseason. All right, the second game is on Sunday, August 27th, 7:30. They're playing at the Chargers. Yeah, I don't even know what game is on. They ain't watching that shit. Probably South Cowboys gonna be. If South Cowboys are playing, they gonna probably get their ass whooped. Carol's is playing right now. I grew up as a kid watching 49ers. Me and my brother used to watch the 49ers on every Sunday.
Dude, I had to come in here, man. You capping too much now.
What? Because Cowboys suck.
Oh man, capping too much, man. Too much capping. Talking about my team, man. Our team gonna be all right.
They
But
don't.
y'all,
Your team
why
right
y'all,
now don't want to play.
why
Your
y'all so
team right
eager?
now don't want to play that quarterback till the season start.
It's a lot of teams doing that though. It's a lot of starting quarterbacks that haven't played. You know that, right, Lou? We not doing nothing abnormal. Now that he did suffer a shoulder sprain that people trying to exaggerate, but it's a lot of teams that haven't played a lot of their
Yeah,
starters.
he probably gonna be out for the season again.
Why you doing all that, Lou?
What up, Lou?
What up, sir, young?
What up?
Lou, y'all trying to rush a quarterback in there that ain't even just barely played a full season of college football. That's kind of similar to Ryan Tannehill. Remember when Ryan Tannehill came out? Everybody he got rushed into the starting position. He only had played 1 year of as a starter at Texas A&M. I got to give that dude time to develop. He ain't got that much experience.
Shoot, the way the
Just
league
even
is
at the
now,
collegiate level.
the way the league is now, if you're a rookie, you better be ready to play.
I understand they pressure a lot of players to play early, but that's not always. Everybody not ready to play early.
Like I know he's not gonna play early. I'm just saying Jimmy G gonna probably end up playing one year, then Trey Lance gonna take over.
What's going on, Lou?
What up, sir, young?
What's going on?
Talking about Trey Lance and his debut.
Yeah, I said this before. That like I said Trey Lou, he looks better than his stats say, because like 2 of his screen passes was viewed as running to Jaquan Jennings, who got long gains from them, and the drops were dimes that were straight. The drops were dimes that were straight drops. No, so he couldn't have thrown them like I say any better. Because he's five for, because I remember it was 5 for 14, and 5 for 14. So but I'm not gonna really slander the guy because it's it's just preseason, and he's trying to get his feet wet. So I'm not really gonna go down the drain, just bash him like that. It's his first time, so I let him develop a little, polish him up, a little, then and he gonna be okay in the league.
Y'all gonna thought this Lamar Jackson hate, man. I don't know why y'all don't believe in it.
Yeah, like with Lamar Jackson hate. I'm not hating. Oh, you heard that? I wasn't hating on him. So,
I ain't talking to you.
Who hating on Lamar Jackson?
what is? What's the hate come from?
And nobody hating on Lamar Jackson. This what he calling Lamar Jackson hate. The fact that Lamar Jackson has not checked all the boxes as being a franchise quarterback. The people that like him want to say we hating on him.
No, we not hate. Because what I said before, that was
Because what? Because he ain't throwing the ball nothing to y'all pleasure.
no.
He can't. It ain't about him throwing the ball to our pleasure. It's about him being able to show that he can be a quarterback that can come back when his team is down. He hasn't proven that he can play he could play football with it and bring your team back into a game where they're trailing. The style of football or quarterbacking that he plays, most players that we've seen, the RG3s, the Kaepernicks, and even you can even throw Cam in there, is not a year out recipe for winning.
Is he the one? He's not the one calling plays. You got this motherfucker Greg Roman's calling this damn plays.
I mean, the thing about it, they bring a staff around a player's skill set. So that's what they see his skill set to be, is running offense like that. They don't see him running a modern pro style offense with predominantly, running a lot of, 13 personnel, whether it's out the shotgun or on the center somewhat,
He played a pro style offense at Louisville.
But the NFL level, they don't see him because he's not consistent at throwing on the boundary and making certain throws. That's why coaches don't really want him throwing the ball as least as possible. They like to run a lot of action where he's a threat to run the ball.
So, like I said before about, I'm not hating on Lamar thing, but I feel like how I picture this about Lamar. I feel like Lamar, only problem with Lamar is that we all know that he's going. I'm not gonna say lose step. No, I ain't gonna say that. Like when he does those defense, I feel like defenses are gonna start catching him. Landing some clean hits on him.
Hold up.
No,
hold up, Tyree. How is Lamar Jackson not gonna be on top 10 QB this year?
No, Darius said Lamar Jackson not gonna be top 10 quarterback this year. Oh, I don't know, but like, I'm gonna feel like this. I'm gonna put like this. Lou. Now you look at Lamar, like I said before, look at Lamar Jackson. He started off high, but not so much as a passer instead of as a runner who can pass. Because the Baltimore, they built their offense around Lamar's ability to run, not pass. Then later, the people say, "Oh, he needed developability to his passing," and they brought that in with better receivers, hoping they would do it. But to me, has it? Not really, because this year, because they brought in more receivers again. Because like you have more, he can run.
He never had the number one receiver though. What number one receiver has he really had? Because he tried to get them to sign Antonio Brown. They said, no, we ain't gonna do that.
But yeah, my thing is like, Lamar is that he can run. He can run. He's fast. He's very dominant. But can he? But he can do other things. Can't. But as like what Sauce know with Michael Vick and RG3 and other superior running quarterbacks have shown to be true time again. Like a 4.2 or a 4.3 or 440 eventually gets to a 4.4, 4.5 and so on. But the problem is, can they continue focusing on that one part of his game to his superior while offering a bandaged solution to this area he was just okay in? What other parts can they fix Lamar in? It's like the system. What system can really fit for Lamar?
Now, Scott, you're trolling Tyree Love.
Yes, yeah, I don't really know what you just said right then, but I'm gonna say this again. The thing about it, the style of quarterbacking that Lamar Jackson plays is not shown as a style of quarterbacking where franchises feel comfortable investing in the win year in, year out. And then I gave examples of those type of quarterbacks, whether they got healthy or whether they couldn't continue, whether they couldn't stay healthy or whether they couldn't continue, because that style of football, a lot of your tendencies, it limits a lot of things you can do. And it's more of a style of football where you play with the lead and control the game with the lead. And that's one of the issues. That's one of the biggest part of Lamar Jackson's game. The style of quarterback he plays doesn't help you come back in the game where you losing or get into a shootout. So
He was in the
no,
shootout with the
hold
Rams last year.
on. No, he said,
but consistently, I'm saying consistently, you know,
he said, don't. I gotta put this on key radio. This guy don't listen. I said that is they gonna continue to focus on the one part of his game. That's what I'm saying, because his superior isn't while offering the banished solution to the arena that he just okayed. Is they gonna do something to give to have? Is they gonna do something to give him other parts of his game, or just gonna let him just keep running the ball and then pass second? That's what I'm trying to say with it.
Hold up, guys. Hold up. A big thing just went down. The Los Angeles Clippers are trading Patrick Beverly, Rondo, and Daniel to Memphis for guard Eric Bledsoe. Short this tail.
Wait, what? What they traded?
They are trading Beverly, Rondo, and Daniel Aldi, whatever, to Mr. Grizzly for Eric Bledsoe.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Now, does that make any sense to y'all?
Oh Lord.
You trading 3 guys for 1 guy, Eric Bledsoe.
Wow.
Come on.
Why Clippers? Bad trade. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna call it a bad trade. Now you giving the Grizzlies more weapon now. Now they're gonna be one of those top 10 teams in the East. Then you giving them more weapons.
Hold up. Now, Darius, did that make any sense to you right there?
Wow.
What? About you capping about Lamar Jackson?
No, Darius.
Okay. Y'all can keep on saying.
No, Darius, you heard the trade?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. Hey, Lou, I don't call somebody that the college I like. They played pro ball. I don't cap for them. Because somebody from the city I grew up in played pro football. I don't cap for them. I call it down the middle, bro. You know that man ain't a good quarterback.
I ain't gonna say he's not a good quarterback.
I wouldn't say he's a good quarterback. I'm just saying.
I say he just haven't checked the mark.
When I say good, I should say great, because he's not a great quarterback. I should say great.
Yeah, he hasn't proven yet.
Let me say that great. He's not a great quarterback. There's
what
no
receipt. What does he need to do next year to prove that he's a great quarterback?
Improve his accuracy.
Are they gonna let him throw the ball though?
Lou, they run an offense where it's predicated on him getting the ball out to certain spots. He doesn't throw. He don't throw with anticipation. He don't throw nobody open. He don't.
Like I've been complaining about Greg Roman's play calling for the last 2 years.
But he doesn't consistently make accurate throws on the boundary. Most defenses gonna force you to throw on the boundary. You know what I'm saying? Take away the middle, force you to throw on the boundary. You know what I'm saying? And then once you start eating up the sidelines and all that, then you open up the middle. But he can't consistently make those throws. So a coordinator's not gonna put him. A coordinator's not gonna put him in a position where he making throws, consistently having to make throws that he doesn't make, and going through 3 and 4 progressions, because what's gonna happen if he get in a more pro style offense, he gonna take more sacks if he can't make the right reads, or he gonna do a lot of bad things. That's why he's in the offense he's in.
Yeah, he's the coordinator's limited with play calling for him. It's not just Greg Roman. They know his strengths and weaknesses, so they got to get play to his strength.
You don't think he's been working on that this offseason?
We're not hating on the ball.
What year is he in?
It's about to be his 4th year.
Well, who?
It's his 4th year, Lou?
Yeah.
Now, maybe years ago when the quarterback sit a few years before they got on the field, he may have been able to adapt to that, but I don't think so.
Well, they said they got receivers right now that can probably help him out this year. We're gonna probably see that.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got Rashad Bateman. He's injured right now, and they got Sammy Watkins on his last leg. Seems like, but still, no top flight receiver is gonna want to go play with him because he can't.
That's why I asked. What type of season Lamar Jackson need to have for y'all?
They gonna need to be. It's hard. It's hard for me to see them having it. But he would have to have a season where he could at least make. He need to at least make a guy 1100-ish receiving yard type receiver where people feel like I can go play with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he get a receiver the ball. Didn't they have what's his name? Hollywood Brown?
Yeah.
Everybody thought he was gonna be his guy, but it didn't happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gone. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's still there. Be a look.
I thought he was gone. He's still there?
He's still there.
Okay, my bad. But that hasn't worked out. It definitely hasn't worked out though. But it's just hard for me to see him panning out, man. I always say this. We've seen quarterbacks play this style, and they haven't had a long tenure of success. At best, you could say Cam Newton to a certain sense.
Yeah, he's about to.
But as he got older, and he's a way bigger guy that could take more physical punishment than Jackson. Fortunately, he hasn't gotten injured. But we've seen Cam Newton as he started to get up in those upper 20s, start to get injured.
Same with Andrew Luck. He had a style of playing reckless as well.
You know. So I'm just not confident in Lamar Jackson. That's why I don't believe. I got a feeling they're not gonna make the playoffs. I think the league is this is going in his fourth season. If they run that same offense out there, I think their offense is gonna really struggle. Especially in their division. Their division team, the Browns have gotten better. A lot of people don't think the Steelers gonna be that good, but I think they are. I think they're gonna be good enough to cause problems in their division.
You don't think the Browns gonna have trouble on the offensive end now? Beckham's back because they were a better team when Beckham was out.
As long as they got a running game, they're good to go.
Yeah, and they got a running game. And I think Baker gonna play a little bit better, and Odell, if he played the whole season, they're gonna be a little bit tougher.
You know, it's a contract year for Baker. He may try to overdo it.
But they not asking Baker to do a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that trade just went down too.
That trade, that's crazy. That's a bad trade for the Clippers.
I thought Rondo was supposed to be their keeper.
It's not a bad trade if they were gonna get rid of Beverly and Rondo anyway.
I mean, Beverly is it's two for they're the same, both of them the same type of players.
Say who?
Rondo and Beverly for Bledsoe. Bledsoe might give him a little bit more scoring.
Bledsoe a little bit a better offensive player.
Yeah, I'd say he get more scoring, but
I think they were gonna end up getting rid of both of them guys anyway.
Yeah,
especially Beverly. So, what do you just let them go free, or do you work a trade and get somebody like a Bledsoe?
Well, I think they got the rest. I think they could have waited because they were still under contract. They could have waited till All-Star break, right around the trade deadline or something.
Possibly, but we don't really know what's being discussed between them guys. You know, they might say they want out. They might have said it just didn't come public. Because I was under the assumption they're gonna get rid of Beverly this year anyway.
Yeah.
After this year, so I don't think it was gonna be a high market for people to trade for him. And they probably like, this is the best thing we could get. Okay, we'll run that.
That's not a good look for Bledsoe, though, man. They've been moving him around.
The team we getting traded to?
Yeah. It's the second, third in less than a year. Even though he never played in Memphis, but yeah. That get Memphis a little bit more firepower, defensive wise. You got a guard like Rondo can help John Moran out, teach him some tricks. And
I wouldn't press if you see John Morant playing off ball a lot this year.
Now think about this. Yeah, they brought in Rondo to be veteran leadership at the trade deadline last year. At the trade deadline last year, at the end of last year, right? Now y'all got rid of him. Who is the leadership? Who's the veteran leadership?
Yeah.
Now, you back to square one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all got a lot of young guys, and then y'all got an all-star player like Paul George, who's never exhibited strong leadership skills his whole career. And then, Kawhi Leonard, who to me has never had really alpha leadership skills, which I think it helps your team a lot when your best player has those certain qualities. But some people don't, some people say I'm wrong. Kawhi is. That's what Mookie say, but hey, okay.
Now, that team right now, Memphis got Steven Adams, Beverly, Rondo. You got 3 veteran guys.
And Rudy Gay, right?
No, Rudy Gay with the Jazz.
I thought you say, hold on, who did he come? Oh, where did Bledsoe come from?
New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans. He was with New Orleans? Okay. So Rondo back in New Orleans.
No, Rondo's in Memphis now.
I mean, yeah, Memphis. I don't know. Memphis. Now they got a veteran point guard behind John Morant, and they got Beverly. Okay.
But Lou, I don't think John Moran is an off the ball type player.
Maybe this year they're gonna teach him how to play off the ball.
He's more of a scorer. He can score, but he's more known with the ball in his hands when he's scoring.
But Rondo and Beverly are backups at this point. If they're gonna play, you got to back up, and they might play with him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But,
I'm just saying when Rondo comes in, you probably run the play where they play John Morant off the ball.
I don't know, but Lou, you running from this football smoke. I hope that phone charged all the way up.
I'm at home, so I'm good.
Listen, Trey Lance, just like Darius brought up, y'all don't rush that dude out there like they done. You remember I brought up? I don't know if you heard me, Darius. I brought up Tannehill. How he played 1 year at A&M. They rushed that dude in Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't never get their return on investment.
No,
and now dude,
he played wide receiver his whole career there. He started playing quarterback when he got to the league.
No, he played quarterback 1 year.
1 year. He played quarterback 1 year, and then y'all drafted him off that one season. I mean, the Miami drafted him off that one season and rushed him out there to start playing. He wasn't ready. And now he had a pretty decent year with the Titans to see if he can duplicate that.
I think they're gonna let Jimmy play there one more year, then cut him, then start Trey Lance next year.
Yeah. Well, he may get some.
Yeah, they said they're gonna get like on special
play him in for some snaps. Yeah, but yeah. But let him learn the game. you have a true role model that can teach you the game too. You can't just have any quarterback trying to teach you because some don't want to teach somebody that's going to replace them. Like, I don't know, you remember, like, Brett Favre didn't want to deal with Aaron Rodgers when he first got there.
Well, Jimmy G said he's wanting to help the kid out, so.
Yeah, I did hear that.
And you look at that Cal Shanahan's offense is a simple offense. Any quarterback can run too. Like you look at the run, like mainly that. What I saw is they didn't run the ball that much. They just had him out there trying to throw the ball, see what he can, how his arm look. And plus, they said they didn't show everything. Like he's just waiting till the season start to show some stuff they haven't really run yet. You don't even know how good he's gonna do when he plays against real starters yet.
Exactly. I didn't get all hyped about Dak when Dak came started playing. I was like, man. Luckily, he been a solid quarterback since he came in the league. But man, really got to see what these players done once. You know, they done got some games under their belt. And really, you know, Trey Lance can come out there, a player with his skill set can come out there and shock a lot of people. But you don't, you know what I'm saying? But once people get film on you, you're going to have to improve because they're going to make you do stuff
Like
that they ain't seen you do.
Like Bird saying, people are getting hyped over what they saw from the Birds QB.
Yeah.
Like I seen him at Ohio State, man. Whenever you play big games, he fell under pressure.
I think he gonna be a better. Hell, he was a good college quarterback. He can be a good pro too. That's my personal opinion about Justin Fields.
But here's the thing about it: Ohio State quarterback coming to the league, they don't look that great.
I don't base it off that because some of them do flop. Look at the ones coming out of Oklahoma. A lot of those. So I don't base it off it. It's hard to do that. They said about Alabama at one time they skill players. They wasn't producing skill players at one time. Like that.
Kind of like at USC. Remember all those quarterbacks came out there who looked great? Matt Liner, Sanchez.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
But you can't go off a lot of preseason stuff, man. You just can't.
That's why I don't watch preseason games.
You know, I look at young players. I look at preseason to see what young players doing. Just to see, you know, because our team had a lot of young defensive players. Just to see if I think they have potential. But you know, a lot of team starters are not playing.
Yeah, especially some of the major starters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of the top quarterbacks played in no game yet. Top receivers either. You know. So it's gonna be some people that surprise. I just look to see what type. What's very important to me with young players is how confident they playing. You know, that don't mean they're gonna pan out, but that's normally a sign because confidence is very vital to young players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just seeing whether they making mistakes or not. Are they really, you know, on the up and up? You know, are they showing them? And You know, a lot of people were raving on that first game Parsons played, which it wasn't all that spectacular to me. But they're gonna hype up Cowboy stuff.
People was hype over that game Matt Jones played for the Patriots. Like,
he played so. I mean, you like you say, like South said, you got to take in consideration who he was going against. While he was out on the field.
Yeah, and teams are not. Teams don't play.
Yeah, not scheme.
Preseason game trying to win them. They play them to try to put players in situations and see what players do.
Yeah, because I noticed a lot of them was going for them fourth down yesterday and today.
Yeah,
No, they won't do that. They won't do that in the regular season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our team last year, we went on it. We played every game like a preseason game. McCarthy, he go for it. He coached like he playing Madden or something. Like he go for a lot of fourth downs. That's just how he. That's
not the head coach of that team.
That's just him through and through. I noticed that he go for a lot of fourth downs anyway.
What'd you say, Lou?
McCarthy's not the head coach of that team.
Who's the head coach?
Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones.
Dude said he ready to come on over to the Blue Star. He said he ready to get baptized in that blue, cowboy blue.
Lou, do you really think Jerry Jones understand what's going on and the nuances of the game of football like that?
Hell no.
So why you think he's the coach then?
Because he only hired a coach that's gonna be a puppet for him.
I don't think Mike McCarthy. I don't think he has any ties with Mike McCarthy. A lot of those other guys, he had some type of ties with that he was hiring. Majority of those guys, some type of tie.
I just like what I like is McCarthy play a real aggressive style of football, and we're gonna play a real aggressive style of football on both sides of the ball.
It's always like this with y'all team though. Y'all look good the first 8 games, and after that, y'all fall apart.
Man, I'm not a Cowboy fan, so I can't speak on that.
Like, I remember growing up as a kid, they used to show the 49er game always in the afternoon on Sunday. Now all of a sudden they show these damn Cowboy games every Sunday now. I'm like, come on, man.
Talk about the Cowboys been on TV for a while now.
Yeah, well,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't. We always got the Cowboys, Redskins, and Pittsburgh around where I live at. Before the
Where I lived at, it was always like this growing up as a kid. The Bird game, then the 49ers game. That kind of what made me a 49ers fan because I used to watch all the 49ers games after the Bird games.
So do you think Trey Lance should get some playing time this season, Lou? You want him in there before the season over, or you want to start the season off?
Actually, I want Jimmy G to be starting quarterback in the first game of the season because the first game of the season is against the Lions. I think you're going to see Trey Lance in there on fourth down plays and probably
fourth down plays.
Yeah, like a 4th and 1 play that they really need when they run the read option.
Y'all bring a rookie quarterback in on 4th down.
Don't be surprised. They don't.
Think about that, Darius. That's interesting.
I think they have a package for him to come in some games, but I don't think they'll put him in those type of situations. I don't think so. That's a lot to ask for, you know. But I wouldn't do it. But there's a chance he will play because Jimmy G doesn't play early this year because Jimmy G doesn't stay healthy.
Don't be surprised you see him in on red zone plays.
I can rock with that, dude. But you talking about on fourth down? Y'all gonna be going for a lot of fourth down?
If the game close, they may do that. They really need a down to keep the drive going.
I don't know nobody who bring a rookie quarterback in on fourth down. That's something new to me.
Ravens did that.
Raiders done that?
Yeah, when Lamar Jackson was rookie, they brought him in on fourth downs. They needed a yard. They brought him in.
Louis, you're a Raven fan. That's what it sounded like. Are you a Ravens fan, Lou?
Or you turning into 1-1?
No, I'm not a Ravens fan, but they do be showing Ravens games every Sunday on TV. Where I'm at, on CBS.
Aren't you close to Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I thought you would get the Bengals more than you would get anybody else. They do it by the region, your region or whatever.
Well, like they do show a lot of Bengals games and Colts games, but ever since Lamar Jackson got to the Baltimore Ravens, they're showing a lot of those games.
You got a Lamar Jackson jersey, Lou?
I don't buy jerseys.
You got a bobblehead?
No.
A fat head?
No.
That really looks like you're a Raven fan. You mean because you know about about Roman, you know about all these dudes.
Because Roman used to be the offensive coordinator for the 49ers.
He did good things too, didn't he? They got him because he helped
Kaepernick.
Yeah.
How long was Kaepernick run in that offense?
Yeah.
He was a flash. That's the same reason I'm saying they not making the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Once the league get used to the type of quarterback, because every quarterback, the quarterback play this style, they a little bit different. They have different tendencies, but in the whole, in the whole big prospect of it, it's still an offense in modern times that you can't build around. You know what I'm saying? These defensive players are too big and too fast for you just to run around. I mean, it's just never been a recipe for winning in the league at any time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just never have. Never have. And you can't compare the guys like Russell Wilson and all that to Lamar Jackson, because these guys, they're in a pro style offense, but they just can play off script too. Like you can't game plan for Russell Wilson because he do a lot of stuff off script that's so effective. But with Lamar Jackson, you can game plan for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That offense they run, if he can't make certain throws, one of the main things that the Tennessee done that year they beat him is they forced him. They took the scrambles to the outside away from him and made him, if you're gonna run, you have to come up the middle of the field.
Yeah, that playoff game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made it to where he couldn't get out they done it to Kaepernick too. That second year, toward the end of the second year, they say, look, you're not getting out this pocket. You're gonna have to make some throws. Got to beat us with your arm. Lamar Jackson got to prove he can consistently beat teams with his arm, and that's when his run threat will be even more. His threat to run would even be more effective. Not in the numbers, just in the whole scheme of things. Now you got to worry about his arm and his legs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But right now, you can take away. Teams gonna figure out how to take away his legs and take away some of the throws he like. So he gonna have to add a little bit more. Like most players, the thing about quarterbacking, most quarterbacks don't add more throws to their game. The throws they can make is the throws they can make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't nobody just come out, oh man, he making throws he was never making.
Yeah.
Now he can some players can add more progressions and learn the game and can go through more progressions, but that's still a lot to ask from just any quarterback. Some quarterbacks never get to a point where they can sit in the pocket and even go through get to their third or their fourth read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stuff like Trey Lance, he can make every throw on the field. That was known for him coming out of college. Lamar was never known for that, so he doesn't he puts pressure on you with his feet more than with his arm, and I don't think like you say, once you take something away from him,
once you take his legs away from him, can he still have the same effect on the game?
Right. Will he be able to? Yeah, go ahead.
That's the same thing I say about Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Cam is older now. He can't do some of the stuff he used to do and game in and game out. And even when he do it, he still risks at his point in his career, he still risks the fact of being injured again.
Yeah.
So like all great scrambling quarterbacks, once they got about 5 or 6 years, the Donovan McNabb, the Cunninghams, and a lot of other people, they learn how to be effective in the pocket. So when they did run, now you got to worry about my arm and my legs. Oh, it's a problem now.
Yeah. I think Cam played a little better from the pocket than Lamar. They both had about the same type of weapons. I mean, Cam's best year. Yeah, he didn't even throw for 4,000. I think he threw around between 35 to 3,700, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had 35 passing touchdowns and I think 10 rushing during that season.
And see, Cam was able to play a little bit longer doing that because he's a bigger quarterback than them guys. Cam was like 260.
Yeah.
Lamar, what is Lamar, 210?
Yeah, he's light.
He been fortunate to be healthy playing the style of football he been playing.
Yeah, for real.
That's what's been shocking to me.
Hey, Tyree Love has Lamar Jackson peaked?
Has he peaked?
He might have.
He may have peaked after that MVP, right at the MVP year. That might be his best. That might be the best we ever see out of him. Like you said, you got to play within the. I mean, you don't have to play in the pocket all the time, but he got to make plays within the pocket, though.
Yeah, teams are sophisticated enough to take away. Teams of defenses and good coaches are able to take away mobile quarterbacks. He gonna have to be effective with his arm to where you got to worry about. Right now, he can dictate certain things with his legs as far as playing him, what defenses. But until his arm is effective enough to where you got to worry about both, he's not gonna take the next jump. And that comes with playing more of a pro style offense to a certain sense, being able to go through your progressions and pick defenses apart a little bit. He don't got to be a all-time great pocket passer, but he gonna have to make people respect him and dictate some of the schemes they run on him. You know.
What do you think, Tyree? You think he's peaked? I think, like I say, he needs to improve in the pocket. He doesn't go through his progressions. He don't. It's like one or two. I'll give him two reads, and pretty much after that, he's scrambling around. He's looking to run or looking for the defense to break down while he's scrambling or whatever. He doesn't scan the whole field.
Yeah, and a good defensive coordinator he gonna get in the film room and see that.
Mm-hmm.
Good defense, you're gonna have to be able to get to your third or fourth read,
Right.
be able to check down, be able to read the blitz from the jump. And I don't know if you were listening to us talk on or Cook on Polo channel, but we were talking about how a lot of these defenses going to that 7 in the box,
right,
and low in the box. And Lou made a good point. They're doing it for a lot of these mobile quarterbacks and a lot of these teams running these RPOs and all that, because you can crash on that strong or weak side, whatever side you could bring a overload on the weak side and take away that option, the RPO, and put pressure on them to hand that ball off, whether you blitzing a linebacker or bringing a safety or a nickel corner to, you know what I'm saying, in that box.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's hard to get that action because you either got the rush coming or you got somebody taking away the quarterback. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's with some of these, like, they start bringing these converting these safeties to linebackers, and they're not big safeties that they used to be. Those guys used to cover a lot of that middle ground from sideline to sideline. Even when it comes to pass routes, they spine on that joker too. That takes something else. Take his crossing routes away if he's looking through a crossing route, but they spine on that dude. So that's another way to slow him down.
And a lot of these young quarterbacks you can't read and react in the NFL as a quarterback. You can't do that.
No,
not a quarterback. You got to know what the team doing. You got to be able to find the mic, know who's blitzing, know who your hots are, know where you need to go with the ball. That's the only way you stay a good quarterback. You can't be reacting after the ball snap, bro. It's not going to. No.
Yeah, no.
You gonna get sacked a lot, or you gonna throw a lot of picks doing that?
yeah, you are.
Don't care. I don't care how mobile you are.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that. I don't see. I don't think I'm with you about the playoff thing for the Ravens too. So I don't think they're gonna make it.
I think they're gonna struggle in their division, and I can see them. They could possibly still have a winning record in this playoff, go 9-8 and still miss.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna lose 8 times?
Lou, man, if they run that same offense, bro, it's the NFL, man. That offense don't last that long. You know, you've seen it happen with your team. Y'all were running that. You can't run that offense. You can't bring that offense year in, year out and have success, man. The NFL is too good. Even some of the bad teams are gonna make that dude do some of the stuff he can't do. They're gonna take that stuff away. I understand y'all got a couple of weapons, but y'all, I don't see y'all. I see y'all losing both games to the Browns. I'm gonna have problems with the Browns, man.
Just like last year.
Yeah, the Ravens gonna have problems with the Browns. And the Steelers gonna get them problems too.
Yeah.
Steelers defense is. A lot of people thinking the Steelers ain't that good because they didn't finish the season up there strong, but
the linebacker was out. He missed most of the year. Bush.
Yeah. They And they picked up what you call Dupree. They pass rush. I think they're gonna have some depth, man.
They signed Melvin Ingram as a pass rusher.
Ingram, not Dupree Ingram.
Yeah, Dupree left, went to Tennessee.
Yeah, with the people. Yeah.
And I think it was another outside linebacker they signed. I can't remember his name.
And they actually haven't had a losing season with what you call Hamlin.
Yeah, no, never.
I mean Mike Tomlin. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking that they'll be they'll probably finish in third place in that division.
See them on third place, 9-8 or 8-9.
Yeah.
I got their record right there, either 9-8 or 8-9. 9 games still don't get them in the playoffs in the AFC. Maybe in the NFC, but not in the AFC.
No, not that, especially what they played in the AFC North.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be some 10 win. It's gonna be too many 10-win teams for them to get a wild card at 9-8. With a 17-game season.
You just have to see.
Now, if Lamar come out, with showing some stuff, hey, I'll be the first person to say I was wrong. But I had no reason to believe it. No reason to believe.
You don't think Lamar understands the pressure he's on now? Because everybody
understand the pressure don't mean you're still gonna deliver. The dude has played one way pretty much his whole career just because he had to. It's hard to break certain habits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard to. You talking about he playing the toughest position in the NFL, man. Quarterback, man.
And is he a full-time, when I say full-time quarterback, is he putting in the work in the off season to improve? Is he studying film in the off season?
But if he come out and I see him in the game in the pocket, going through getting to his third and fourth read, looking downfield, going through 3 progressions, then checking the ball down, then I might really be like, he might be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I see that, then I'll be like, okay, Lou, I might be wrong. I haven't seen that yet out of him. If I see him consistently making accurate throws on the boundary where they not selling out of bounds or overthrowing players like I've seen, then I'd be like, okay. But it's a reason why they running that offense, Lou. Because he can't consistently make those throws. That's why they, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know you don't watch games, Darius, where he be third down and he overthrow a dude that was open on the sideline.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but he never had no decent receiving core to me. So you get one.
But Lou.
Drew Brees never did neither, Lou. Think about it.
But Lou, I'm saying it's some games I done seen where you look at his skill set, you got as a good quarterback, good defense is gonna make you make tough throws on the sideline because the sideline is their friend. If you can't make those throws on the boundary, whether it's a fade on cover one or whatever, certain defenses that people run, they run tight coverage like cover one defense. Teams that like to run that. You can't throw that 9 route and lay it over that left shoulder or out route or some kind of route where teams are gonna force you to throw the ball. If you can't consistently make that throw, your coach is not gonna put you try their best not to run formation to put you in that position because they know you can't consistently make that throw.
Yeah, Tyree asks, also, does quarterback anticipation have something to do with trusting your wide receiver? Your quarterback has a drop. 3-step drop. When that back foot hit, that ball should be coming out.
So, I mean, throwing the football is damn near all anticipation. Running the route, you throwing, dude running out post route, you anticipating.
And in the NFL, they're not running free like they are in college. You being covered by some top notch DBs or whatever.
Yeah. Being open in the NFL is by 1 or 2 steps.
Yeah, so you got to throw that guy open.
Yeah.
Like I said, if he can do that, Lou, this year, he may be an MVP again.
But we know a lot of that MVP come from when you come out in that style of offense. Teams don't go against that style of offense week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
So they 3 years of him now. So if he don't have nothing new to show, he gonna struggle to me. His division done got used to playing him now. They done got used to it. They know what they like to run. They know what they've had success running against them. That's just not an offense you want to keep running out there. Not intricate enough. It's not.
So we'll see. But Lou, I think you should go with Jimmy G. Y'all should go with Jimmy G for this year. And get a man some packages to run. Don't thrust them out there unless you have to. You're going to put them on the 4th down, like you said. Don't put them on 3rd down. Bring him in for a series or something like that. Make it comfortable for him. You can't just put him in bad situation.
Go put the man in on 4th down. That's wild right there. That might piss the team off too. Like they don't put the rookie in on 4th down.
Yeah.
You gonna piss Garoppolo off too. No. You could definitely lose your team doing stuff like that. Lose your team as a coach. But hey, this is all. All this is, the Ravens definitely will struggle if their defense don't play it up to the expectation. They definitely will. They do. We know they do have a solid defense.
Yeah. I'm getting out of here, bro. I'm gonna holler at y'all, fellas. Talk to you later, Sal.
All right.
All right.
So I guess I'm gonna get up out of here too, man. Nice talking to you.
All right, man.
Drop your address so I can ship you that cowboy gear, man. Get you ready to go for the season. Lou.
To Jacob Jennings. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this show right now, man. I'm tired too. I gotta get up in the morning. I want to thank Tyree, Jacob, South, Darius, and Polo showing up. Thank everybody for support right now. Still trying to grow my channel. Still trying to get more people to come back. Other than that, hit that like button, subscribe to my page, and so you can get that notification. Basically, that's what it is, son. All right, peace out.